Definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Here's the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lowry to Leonard. Danilo Gallinari with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Can't connect from inside. Lowry with it. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Pascal Siakam, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Curling inside, Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And count the basket.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Leonard to Lowry. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound cleared by Gallinari. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Toronto.
Oh, we good. I got him. Get out, get out, get out. I'm good.
To Danny Green. Gasol to Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Leonard, great defense, forcing the miss. Beverly. Pascal Siakam swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Leonard to Gasol. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Los Angeles.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Runner's good there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LA Clippers with the basketball. They'll get it down to Green. Serge Ibaka.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Williams. Nice pass to set things up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lowry into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. To Gasol. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Hey, kick me the ball.
Short jumper stays out. Ibaka to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Williams.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Count the basket at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Serge Ibaka. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Long heave from three-quarters court. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. It's been all Raptors. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
And the finish, slam dunk.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lowry gets it in the left corner. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Spinning shot won't fall. Lowry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To the rim, lays it up and in.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Serge Ibaka able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
The screen sets him up for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
What a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Leonard to Gasol. Baseline drive. Shot clock winding down. Lowry to Danny Green. Goes to the left side. 24-second violation. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Beverly to Gilgeous-Alexander. And throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Cashes in for two.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Beverly into the front court. His guys got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Leonard. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Good. Off a spin.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. Gilgeous-Alexander. Slam dunk.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Lowry to Gasol. And counted at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Going to launch beyond the arc, and it's Gasol with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. Okafor with the rebound. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Clippers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Assists.
The Toronto Raptors were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assist.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.